back. Today is Tuesday, July 29th. This is episode 103 of NooBTooB, a weekly independent podcast where I am finally back from San Diego Comic-Con.
Dude, did you see any stormtroopers?
Yes, I did.
Did you see any Princess Leias with guns?
Unfortunately, yes, I did.
How about any furries?
Dude, I saw stormtroopers with furry guns. It was like a Comic-Con trifecta.
Dude, I think I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. I'm Tobin
And I'm Yuzo Watanabe. This week we are talking about Schizoid and Soul Bubbles and all the games I got to play at Comic-Con.
Dude, who knew that Comic-Con was the new E3? That's not fair. Well, actually, it's pretty cool. Yeah. New releases include Geometry Wars 2, Yuzo Shits His Pants, Soul Calibur 4, Strong Bad's Game, and American McGee's Grimm.
Yes, as always, we'll finish up with our news, culture, and commentary section. Let's get started with Schizoid. Backed by popular demand.
Oh! You see there was a shoop with us in fucking pimp hats and shit with these
damn
things?
right there was. Oh wow, this is a big cup.
What? It's so big.
Okay. So we have to make sure they're out of frame.
Yes.
Okay, so we are talking about only 2 games this week because there hasn't been shit. Really.
It's been very, very slim. So unfortunately, we've been looking around at stuff to play, but
we have a few things, though. I mean, and not only that, we can talk about all the games that we're playing at Comic-Con, or I play at Comic-Con.
Yes.
Find out some good stuff. But let's get started with Schizoid.
All right.
I was kind of excited about this game.
I was, too. So we both played the demo before it came out, right?
Yeah,
and
it felt good.
It felt good. It was like one of these things where... So what's the game?
So the game is kind of like the most co-op game ever.
Yeah.
You have a
That's
blue
like the
thing.
selling point.
Yeah, no. It's like you got a blue thing, you got an orange thing, and the blue thing can only touch other blue things. The orange thing can only touch the orange thing.
Yeah, it blows them up when it touches them.
Yeah.
And that's it. If you touch any other buttons, nothing happens. All the buttons do nothing. The triggers do nothing.
They even have a little hint saying, by the way, the buttons, yes, they do nothing.
Yeah, you're exactly right in thinking that they do nothing. So you have one control in the whole game, which is the left stick.
Yeah, and
which is kind of old school. It's kind of cool.
It feels right. It's pretty pretty. It's really pretty. It's kind of like a little Geometry War-esque. I mean, a lot of those particles and shit like that.
Right. And the whole goal is for you to defend your buddy, right? Like you have to kill everything on the screen. So if somebody blue is coming at the orange guy, you run over and you knock it down.
And then there'll be a blue thing behind it, so you gotta switch places a lot. And then I think in the trial you can only play local co-op, which I didn't get to try, and I'm going to play the normal thing with AI.
With the bot, yeah.
And the AI was a little janky.
Yeah, so this is coming to our root problem with this game, which is really excellent concept. Really excellent concept. Absolutely. Poor delivery.
Yeah.
I have many issues.
Okay, so let's go about the single player first. Single player, the AI is just not quite there for me. You know what I mean?
It's not quite there. And sometimes unbelievably bad. Like
really?
A lot of times, I played through maybe 25, 30 levels on single player, and a lot of times it'll be kind of just fucking off on its own. Like it flies around, you have to go defend it basically. Like you're chasing.
So it's leading basically.
Yeah, it's like you've got like your little retarded brother, and he's like, "Ooh, knives!" You're like, "No, not knives, not knives." No, he's like, "Oh, electric bull." So the problem was. But then sometimes it was just asinine. Like it would be like running away from an orange thing, and then it would turn around and run into it. And just blow up. I was like, what?
So I didn't notice that in the beginning, but I guess when it gets more difficult, then you
it gets confused. Like it's doing some sort of pathfinding where you can see it like bumping up into walls and stuff. Like it doesn't know what the best way to get away is.
It's funny too because if you actually had like your little brother playing and he was doing that, you say it's all right. You know, it's good. You know, you tried.
Yeah.
But when it's a computer, you get pissed off.
Get mad.
I was like, this is a little annoying.
Yeah.
And then, but the cool part of single player is the fact that you can do Ultra Schizoid.
That was fucking hard.
It's really hard.
That's the crazy shit.
So how does it work? How does Ultra Schizoid work?
So you get to control both guys.
With different sticks.
So you're the orange guy and you're the blue guy, so you're having to like co-op with yourself. And it sounds like dirty. Your brain just goes, yeah.
Really dirty.
Yeah, I know. So then I turned the game off and did some co-op with myself in my office, Right. I was like,
but yeah, it's like when I'm playing, my brain starts hurting.
Yeah.
Because, you're doing that. It's like, basically, whenever they kind of cross in their different areas, all of a sudden everything kind of gets reversed, and I'm like,
Yeah, it's a cool, like, concept, but you're never going to sit down and play Ultra Schizoid.
No, not really. I mean, it's like playing Robotron going like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're just like, oh.
By the way, it's like, oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Everything, and upside down or whatever.
But what would have sold this game for us would be
co-op local or co-op together online
co-op,
and we tried it. It's just like it was like 12 a.m. and I'm like, okay, I'm done playing this game. Hey Tobin, let's go play Schizoid. We need to play on the show. And we started up and we were playing. And it was actually kind of fun, wasn't it?
A little bit.
It started out,
yeah,
and then we started talking.
Yeah.
And then it got really crappy.
Turns out when we were talking over the data channel, it would get all buggy and it was kind of janking around and moving.
Laggy. Really laggy. And we couldn't figure out what it was. It took us a while because basically we'd be playing, it'd be kind of smooth, and then you'd say something, and all of a sudden it'd be like, your sound would be like,
Yeah.
And then you'd appear here, you'd appear here, and like, it sucked.
But the nature of the game is co-op. Like, literally, I have to be on your ass and, like, defending you against guys. Like, every twitch matters.
Yeah.
And then, I'd be going, and I'd be like, there'd be like an orange guy on me, and you're like driving away. I'm like, Yuzo, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden it's like you're like over here, and then you're over there, and the enemy's moving, and it's like you can't play it. Like it literally makes it unplayable. So what do we do?
So we said, okay, maybe I was guessing because it was the voice thing, and maybe there's some sort of weird disconnection problem.
Yeah.
So I said, all right, let's go do Skype or Ventrilo or something like that, and actually talk, and that actually helped a lot.
It helped a lot. So we hopped on Skype. Turns out they programmed it so shittily that if you're speaking on the headsets, the data gets so fucked up that it jumps right. Like it literally can't. I mean, we both have 6 megabit DSL.
Yeah.
You have like 10 megabit DSL.
I have like 16 megabit. Cable. Ridiculous, right?
Bandwidth is not the problem.
And not only that, we actually said, okay, let's try this. Let's actually do a private channel. So it's using Xbox Live's voice network.
Yeah.
It actually worked pretty good for a little while. But every time you change a level, it switches you from the private channel back. To the in-game and fucks everything up again.
So even when we were playing Skype, we got through another like 20 levels,
and then it got shitty again.
And then it got slow and shitty again. So bad network programming, and then we beat a level and it froze.
Yeah,
it actually froze and it like dropped. Yeah, it said loading, and it was like, and it was like, so that's it. We're done. Like
it's too bad.
The concept is great. The graphics were beautiful, and they just did a shitty job at coding it. It's terrible.
And it's too bad too because this is like the first game that they took from XNA.
Yeah.
And said, look, this is going to be our showcase. Anybody out there can go and build their own game. Download XNA, put it on your Xbox, and play it, and actually release it, and people will buy it, right?
Yeah.
And like, a little bit more quality control. I mean, come on, this is not a good foot forward for this sort of thing.
And the thing is they could have tried it. Actually, I'm sorry, we could have tried it with local co-op, and maybe that's great.
I bet you would have been
so
awesome.
if you want to play this with your siblings or your friends, you can play it in person.
And it'll probably be a really good. It would be a total thumbs
fantastic.
up. Like, I would totally give it a thumbs up.
Yep.
And the thing is, like, when we were playing, and when it got like good, it got good.
It was really cool.
Because basically we're going. There's like all these like oh shit moments.
Yeah.
Right. We're like going like oh shit. Oh shit.
Yeah, we'd be talking about because you'd have to like you'd run forward and there'd be an orange guy and there'd be a blue guy behind him, so you'd run away and I'd fucking tag him and you're like popping back and forth.
And when it was like not lagging, it was good.
Yep.
It was a good fucking game.
So for by yourself, the game is shit. For online multiplayer, the game is shit. For in-person co-op, it's probably good.
It's probably really good.
Probably really good.
So you should download the trial and check it out. And if you do plan on, if you have a dorm or if you have a bunch of people at your house, definitely check it out because it's a great concept and it's fun.
Yes, but for the play scenarios that you and I have,
sorry,
it's this. Sorry,
we tried it, and I love the idea of fucking people making their own games. And selling it. I want to support that idea, but
I need them to do a better job. I will support them if they do it better than this.
Yes.
Speaking of,
real quick though, on Schizoid, I'm wondering if because of the network programming to actually do this, I'm wondering if that's why Geometry Wars 4-player co-op is local only. Maybe because there's so many different items, right? I mean, maybe like Gears of War and Halo, you can play 4-player co-op, and
but there's fine. Like enemies everywhere in Gears of War.
There's like
but when
10.
like, the Horde comes in, there's like
maybe 8.
Yeah.
Right? There's not hundreds. Like Geometry Wars has hundreds of individual objects.
True.
That's my guess.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why this one they tried it and they shouldn't have.
Yeah, I guess
they should have turned. You know that thing that says Xbox Live? They should have been grayed out in this game.
Yeah. I refuse to believe that someone couldn't figure out the network programming to make Geometry Wars online. Like,
they didn't,
seriously, of all the problems in the world, like, we've been having online games where there's like thousands of things going on.
But it's like, think about it. It's like basically 4 ships, 100 things, and then every bullet.
Oh, boo-hoo, 100 things.
I don't know. This is just a guess, right?
Yeah,
it's just like,
I think you're right. It could be that the network programming is a little bit challenging on the 360. Who knows?
Maybe. Who knows?
But if that is true, then don't release a game with, realize that your limitations and take it out.
Yeah, not everybody lives in a dorm. We play in households where our only other person doesn't really play that many games.
Yep.
So
sadly, our women do not play games with us.
No. All right. Next up, we have Soul Bubbles. This was surprising.
Yeah.
I didn't think much of it. I mean, it came out in Europe and it's here only as Toys R Us, I believe. Right?
It's a Toys R Us exclusive, which is bizarre. Yeah. So we had to go grab this. and the thing is it kind of passed us by. Like, you know, it came to Toys R Us only, and you and I both read an article online where this guy was
what's it, Dank from Lost Garden.
Lost Garden,
yeah, it's a really good blog,
really good gaming blog, and he was just kind of talking about how this was a fantastic game and nobody really played it, and we're like, well.
It was also reviewed really poorly because I mean they said basically that all of these expert game reviewers, they went and shat all over the game, and they said it wasn't because it was because they're too expert at it. I think he had a really good point.
He really did point. Kind of. I mean, if you want to go read the post, that kind of goes more into the mechanics of it. But he talked about how once you play too many games, you might get a little bit dead to the discovery and joy of simpler games like this.
Absolutely.
So we decided to try it out,
and I think it's got it.
I love it.
It's really good.
really like it.
How does the game work?
So. The game works is that you're a little angel, and you're trying to get these sprites from point A to point B.
Yes.
And you can draw a bubble around them, and then you blow it.
You blow it just by kind of dragging. So
it's all touch-based.
And it reminded me very much of Lost Winds.
Yeah.
Right? Instead of like using the remote to push a guy, you're now a separate guy pushing a bubble around.
That's right. It felt more polished than Lost Winds.
A lot more polished. Well, more depth.
Yeah.
Right? There's a lot more stuff. But the bubbles, the cool thing about it you can do is you can cut them, shrink them, and blow them up, which is very important to the gameplay.
And it turns out, and that's the funny thing is every little tiny element that they put in is important. Yeah. That's what's so cool is like if you want to get through a tiny little crack, you have to cut your bubble in half and then blow it through.
Yep.
If you want, you can tap enemies to keep them away. I don't know if you got this far, but you can actually start using your bubble techniques on enemies. So there's these puffer fish that'll blow up.
That's hilarious.
And they try and hit you, and you suck the air out of them.
So you hold it down. Nice.
So there's that, and there's these little enemies that come down that they're on fire. You put a bubble around water. You bring a water bubble up and douse the fire enemies.
No, see, I did not get that far. I mean, I got pretty far, but it was cool. It was like every single level I would go up is just like, they added something new.
Yes.
They added something new. With Lost Winds, there was like 3 things to do, right?
Yeah.
And it was
and we talked about this with Lost Winds, where like they really had those 3 things, and then they're just like, fuck. This has to be longer. Okay, run back and forth a lot. You're like, go way the fuck over there, or no, go the fuck over here.
Exactly. And this one is cool. They actually were very creative, and they figured out a way to softly introduce you to it. Like they didn't like some games. I remember like the early Metroid games. Like they kind of throw stuff at you like a lot. Like holy shit, what do I do? What do I do?
But this the ice missiles.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like you can freeze things.
Holy shit!
I don't. That took a while actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. The arc of the gameplay is a little soft.
Yeah.
That's the one thing for me is just like I kind of wanted stuff a little sooner for me, right? But I think I've played so many games that gameplay. I need that hit. I need that hit of I learned something new where my mind all of a sudden works better, right?
It's true. I had to really make myself patient and work through it because what would happen is I know, but it's so good. Like I really had to respect how good it was because what happens is each branch of the tree has 5 levels.
Yeah.
And each branch of the tree they introduce a new skill set.
Yes.
So what would happen is I'd beat the first 2 or 3 and I'm like, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
And then you got to go through 2 more and I'm like, okay, I'll do this because I got to know what the next skill is.
Yeah.
But then the next skill would be so worth it because then like you get to this level like the one that I'm on now with the water where you're moving these water bubbles around and then like there's these weird things where there's these doors where you have to throw switches so you can actually inflate empty bubbles and then blow them into the switches to get your guys through. I mean like it starts to go step and step and step and step and I'm thinking when I get to like the 6th or 7th branch I'm going to be thrown together like 20 skills that I've learned.
Yeah. Do you see that? Because like I noticed when I was playing I got to finish the first branch and I was starting to do the second one.
Yeah.
I didn't see myself using them together. You know, I would use one and I just keep on using it, or then use the other one. It was very distinct. But I mean, did they actually like layer stuff?
They do. They do. Like as you get into the later branches, they start to. It's this kind of. They really worked on the layering. Like they kind of it all mixes together. I really get the feeling that as it gets. I'm gonna like be surprised when I get to like the 5th or 6th branch and be like, "What? You can do what?"
You hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
So my main thing is my fear is that like I was like when I was playing it, I'm like, man, I'm kind of getting tired because each branch has like 6 levels. And I was kind of using the same skills over and over again, maybe a little bit differently.
It's true,
but not much. So I was like going in, but now that you're saying that, I think I'm gonna keep playing.
So that's the thing. So that's the one complaint we could have is that for hardcore gamers who pick shit up quick.
Yeah.
So if you've done 1 million games in your life.
Yes.
You see a mechanic, you're like, I get it. It's like click, click, click.
It's like you know how to get like all the different ways of all the Super Mario ones. You know all this, and it's all just second nature.
Yeah.
It's gonna be slow.
Yeah.
So you got to be patient.
But if you're not a hardcore gamer, this game is probably paced perfectly.
Yes.
Like
absolutely.
For example, if my wife were to pick this up because she likes games sometimes, I think this would be just perfect for her.
Right down the air. So it's just kind of more casually level, which is good, but. The thing is, like, it's really hard to find developers who really know how to do that. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of developers, they throw too much shit at you early, or they like, or not enough, or nothing. They have no bags of tricks, and it's just like, you know, Nintendo really knows how to do it, right? With all of their games. Like with Metroid, with Super Super Mario Galaxy, you know, all this stuff. Just like, here's a new thing, do it.
Yeah.
It's just like, you don't see it in Western developers that much.
Especially with the new Metroid games, they have just taken it to an art where it's like you could set your watch by that game. You're like, wow, an hour's gone by, new skill.
Yeah.
It's just like boom, 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 and that you're always like using them together. Like I would seriously know that. Like when I was playing, I was like, it's been a little while since I've gotten something
what's
new.
Going on?
And it's like ba-da-da-da-da. It's like blam, you know, fucking gunt popper.
It's just like, oh, look, there's some guns over there.
That's right.
How do I pop them?
And look, I can make clouds of Angelina Jolie. It's like,
oh, that's so nice.
Oh no, babies!
Which, no, she steals babies. She doesn't make.
She makes babies.
Well,
now.
She does make babies.
She popped out two
at once.
I know.
It's amazing.
Why are we talking about
She
that?
is a Wonder Woman. Okay.
She's hot.
So I'm still not big on Angelina Jolie, man.
More for me.
Yes, that's true.
So I am big enthusiastic.
Big thumbs up. Yeah, it's done. It's done. I think people should play this game because it hasn't got that much press, and it's only at Toys R Us until like December.
I know. So definitely go pick it up. It's really, really cool.
Yes. Okay. So we have a lot of games. This is.
So you went to Comic-Con.
Yes.
You've been telling me every year I got to go to Comic-Con.
This is my second year. I'm like, dude, you gotta go. There's a lot of games. You're like, yeah, we'll see.
Like, I'm kind of busy, whatever. And then like you're telling me about the shit you're playing.
Twittering.
Like, fuck.
By the way. Like, you know, I just played, Force Unleashed, or I just played
That was what it was, is your Twitter stream. I was watching your Twitter stream, and it was like, I played, fucking every game. You're like, oh, Little Big Planet, Force Unleashed, Mega Man, blah, blah, blah. You're scrolling through the list. I'm like,
all the games they showed at E3, basically.
I was like, are there any comics there? Did they just forget about comics completely?
So here's the map of Comic-Con, right? Okay, so here's the exhibit hall, which is fucking huge. Like, you see the horizon before you see the end of Comic-Con. It's fucking huge, right? And in the little map, this little corner over here is games.
Wow.
So they have Capcom, Konami, Square Enix, Sony.
Yeah.
Just here. I spent 8 hours here.
Wow.
And on Saturday, for 1 hour, I went, boop, and I picked up a Gloomy Bear. I found one there. So,
nice.
So I got one there.
Bear's the shit.
But that's the thing. All my time's right here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to talk, just quickly, and you can ask questions and all that. But basically, so we have a huge list of games. Little Big Planet first.
Yeah.
They brought it.
Are you serious?
Like, it's like, you look at it.
We've been talking some shit.
Well, the thing is, they showed the tools mostly. They showed, okay, here you can make this.
Build the levels.
You can build everything. They have the list, basically, when you pop up your little window of items to build, they just scrolled for seconds, really fast. And I'm like, holy shit.
Wow.
So there's a lot of different items, right, that you can basically do. You can build items together.
Yeah.
And I heard rumors that you're going to be able to actually sell the items that you make. Or distribute them. Maybe not sell, but whatever.
Interesting.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so definitely distribute.
But you're supposed to be able to distribute levels. Like, I
not only but items in the level. So you can actually make that. And not only that, they actually use the camera so well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that, right?
It's just like fixed.
No, I'm sorry. The PlayStation Eye. So you're playing. He's like, oh, by the way, watch this, right? And he took the camera, took a picture of some guy's face, and then he moved it, and he put a decal on the thing. You can put pictures of your fucking crack or whatever on items.
Oh my god, people are going to be releasing a cock and balls level. It's just going to be like a pyramid you see from way back, and you get up close, and it's just like dong, 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 dong.
Absolutely.
Taint.
Breast.
Gunt.
Moob. Fuck. So, but
we spore all over again.
It's going to be amazing. But no, but like, it's awesome. Like, you can basically build everything, and the levels that they actually do, they're important.
Okay.
Because you're playing 4 players, and they call it co-opetition. You basically pick up score bubbles.
Okay.
Whoever gets the most score bubbles wins. Mm-hmm. So at some points, you're just trying to like run over everybody, jump over them to get to these bubbles. Mm-hmm. But at other points, like, you can't get further unless you get help. So it's almost like
this weird game of like whether you're helping and then like you race ahead
immediately after.
And I'm sure they're going to put in shit where you can fuck people too. There's got to be some stuff where it's like you can like trigger something, fall in their way, or if they don't, people will.
Yeah. And there's vehicles too. So you have to have like 2 things or switches. Well, vehicles, it looks like a box that looks like a car.
Yeah.
With wheels, but there's a little switch. So you go in there, you grab it, and you push it forward. It's like, and it starts going forward.
Nice.
So you can build all this shit. It's amazing. I think it's going to be everything it's cracked up to be, and I'm totally buying it. So.
Wow, because we were just like, oh, Boomblocks kind of brought some of this stuff, where it's like, but it sounds like it's just
another level.
So
like Steven Spielberg, they tried.
Yeah,
but this
nobody
one,
bought it.
You bring a PSI and you can put a picture of your gunt on something.
Well, I mean,
stamp it.
It only took them 6 years and like 4 slipped releases before they finally got it. So
well, at least they did something with the time.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah. So cool, very cool. So now I'm pumped again.
Yeah.
Now I'm pumped again. So
and hopefully you're showing the video of the character
while you're
creation,
talking.
All right, Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Playable, but not only by the person there. Which kind of sucked. But he was showing me, and it looked just like the demo.
Okay, so it looked like the videos were just like
looked so
just
good. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I had to cross my legs.
That was one of the most compelling game videos I saw in E3. It was
amazing.
I couldn't believe it. And in person, it looks just good.
It looks just as good, if not better. So here's the thing, though. The guy was kind of a dick to me.
What?
So I was watching him playing, right? And I like asked the question. He's like, whatever. I'm like, because he was.
Are you too busy to talk to the people that are going to be buying your game?
It was Ubisoft.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if he... I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. Maybe he saw Assassin's Creed? Maybe? Right?
That'd be awesome if there's just they just have like this Ubisoft shit list.
Yeah, it's just like
a picture.
By the way.
Yeah, bloggers that don't like us. It's like, yeah.
At the end of it, I'm like, oh, cool. Can I give it a try? It's like, no, sorry, man. It's like, she's giving the demo over there. I'm like, what?
Wow.
He was kind of a dick. But the girl was much nicer, so maybe she should have
been like, wow, this is so much better than Assassin's Creed. What a steaming turd that shit was.
Maybe.
Fuck that game.
Maybe. But yeah, it looks good. Everything about it is going to be awesome, and I'm really excited to play it. Mega Man 9. Retro.
Super retro.
Uber. Like, I would not be surprised if they took sprites from Mega Man 2 and added them to the game.
They've been selling it like that. They've just been saying Mega Man 9 is literally another NES game.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. Was it playable?
Yeah, it's playable. So I got to play through a whole level. Like, what's funny was I was watching some other guy play.
Yeah.
You can tell he's already played it like 20 times because basically every shot was perfect. He would jump, shoot, freeze, walk, jump, shoot, freeze. Timing was perfect, and I'm like, how many times do you fucking play this game?
Was he just like, is there a line in the demo he just kept getting like?
That's what I'm guessing, but he must have been a Mega Man.
Did he have like a Mega Man shirt and stuff?
He actually had the little gun that he had to take it off to put it aside while he was playing.
Pew pew.
But no, it was. I mean, if you like Mega Man, this is it, and like the mechanics are perfect. Like I was playing it, and you can play it with a Wiimote sideways.
Oh, okay.
But it's one button, or actually jump and shoot, right?
Yeah.
But it played just like every other Mega Man, and
I love Mega Man.
Would you play Mega Man? Would you play Mega Man 2? Because this is the thing. It's like if you took Mega Man 2 and added more bosses, that's what this game is.
I think I would. I mean, I loved that game. I beat Mega Man 2. I beat Mega Man. I beat 2 of them. Maybe
I made
3.
2, and I played ZX a lot on the DS, which was fun. I remember that one.
But those games are hard as balls.
Yeah.
Like Mega Man does not fuck around. That's like serious.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's good. I think if people that like the old Mega Man series are going to fall in love with this game.
Cool.
New people to the series.
Yeah, it's not for them.
Nah, not for them.
This game is straight up for like people that are 30 years old.
40, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Iceman.
Or Iceman.
Basically.
Yeah, Iceman, that's right. Fucking Mega Man, crazy.
Yeah. Speaking of Iceman, remember how excited I was about Bandicoot Commando Rearmed?
Yes.
I played it. Like
so
a lot.
That is the remake, or is that the
reimagining of the original
like the
arcade
next gen
game?
Bionic Commando.
No, the other one.
Oh,
so
okay.
Rearmed is the one where they took the original Bionic Commando and just gave it some new graphics.
Okay, gotcha.
It's 2 players, which I don't remember if the first. I don't think it was. But
wait.
I don't know. I don't think.
Wait a minute. Maybe
it wasn't co-op. It definitely wasn't co-op, right?
No,
this was co-op. So you play 2. You have a red guy and a green guy.
Okay.
But they kept the mechanics almost exactly the same. So here's the thing, right? You have the arm.
Yeah.
There's no jump.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't shoot up. You jump and shoot sideways, just like Mega Man.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you throw your arm forward when you walk. If you want to throw it diagonally, you stop moving and you hit the arm button.
That's exactly the same as the old one.
Exactly the same.
So they didn't do any thought into like, how could we make this a little bit easier? No. It's been 20 years.
No, and I'm playing, I'm like, I'm getting frustrated, right? Because I'm like, I kept on wanting like shoot sideways.
Yeah.
Or rather diagonally.
Shoot the thing, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, and not only that, there's all these jumping puzzles where you're shooting diagonally and you're swinging, you're letting go, you're shooting diagonally or straight forward.
And I catch.
And I would fall, and there's no fall damage. You'd fall all the way down to the bottom, and you'd have to make yourself go back up again. So if you really like Bionic Commando, the original, you'll probably like this. But man, it's fucking brutal. It is, and it's hard.
Yeah,
really hard.
The first one was hard, but it wasn't like it wasn't that frustrating because we didn't have anything better yet.
Yeah.
So like at the time, I was really patient. I played Bionic Commando, but even back then, it was really hard.
It was hard. Yeah, it was one of the harder games. They kept that, and I was talking to the guy, and he's like, "Oh yeah, we're making it for serious aficionados of Bionic Commando, right?" And I'm like, I think I'm grown. It's sad to say, but I think I'm a little beyond it. So I'm not going to get
be a free demo.
Yeah, there'll be a trial. I'll
try the trial, but it does that. That doesn't sound promising. I'm actually more excited about.
So Bionic Commando. So you saw the video. So the video should be playing for both of these while we're talking. Bionic Commando. Period. No colon. Nothing else.
Period.
Wow,
that looks good.
It does look good.
It does.
So I was actually playing it. And the guy was like giving me this whole tutorial and all that. And it's cool because you basically shoot it out, swing forward, you let go, and you have the momentum, and that's important because to get to the next thing, you need to shoot out again. And it feels like how Spider-Man should have been done.
Yeah, I mean, from what you were showing me in the videos, it just looks like they just really. The next genness of it. It looks like it feels the way that Bionic Commando should feel, and like that arm. Like it kind of, it actually reminded me a little bit of Ratchet.
Really?
Because Ratchet has the swing arm.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But this was even more because like the thing is like they didn't make it so that it's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like Assassin's Creed where you just hold a button and you're all doing all sorts of cool stuff. You actually have to try it and try again to get it down right.
Get the feel for the arm.
And the timing and all that stuff. But then they added other stuff with the arm where you go and you grab a guy, you yank him to you and punch him.
Oh, cool. It's like, get over here.
Yeah, exactly. Or you run up to him and punch him.
Yeah.
There's things where you like punch up a car and then you punch it forward. So they added all sorts of physics. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like one thing that I'm going to be like, oh yeah, this is amazing. But it's just like I can see stuff there where if they add it all together, it's going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's cool. So we're running a little long, so maybe we should hit like the top 3 that you're like super pumped about.
Yeah, the top 3 definitely. So none of these. So some of these actually are disappointments, but I don't want to. But Star Wars: Force Unleashed. Oh my fucking god.
Was it playable?
It was playable on Wii, PSP, DS, 360, and PS3.
And Engage.
All of them. Engage.
Atari 2600. You're like side talking, then you're like, Force!
I didn't even look at the other
TI-99.
Absolutely, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, Commodore 64.
Yeah.
But it
Is it just sick?
Yeah. So the lines were about 20 deep.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even get to play. And basically they're picking people based off of costumes, it seems to me, because basically I saw a Stormtrooper playing, I saw a Yoda playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But no, and I was looking at it, I'm like, I'm just watching this one screen, somebody playing, I'm like, wow, this looks really good, man. And I look at his hands, he has a fucking Wiimote in his hands.
Whoa.
And I'm like,
it looked
and then
good?
I went over and I went, that looks even better.
You looked at like the
360 version. I'm like, whoa,
dude! The movies that I've seen for it looks amazing.
And
like
people were,
yeah. So I mean, there were people like throwing their
people
fucking
were throwing
lightsabers.
Stuff, people were grabbing stormtroopers and like crushing them.
Yeah.
I mean, like they added so many gameplay elements. Like this is a game to watch.
Yeah.
I was a little hesitant first, but like,
I just about shat my pants when I saw the last video.
Yeah.
So I'm
seeing it
so
playable?
excited for this.
And not only that was hilarious was I saw the guys that were running the thing snickering and pointing, and I'm like, what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like behind me, and I'm like, what's going on? I look behind me, I look at a guy, and I'm like, huh. And then I look on screen, it's the fucking guy they modeled the main character after. Like his whole face and everything. He was behind me, and I'm like, what?
He was just hanging out?
He was just hanging out watching. And there were guys were going like, yeah, the guys don't even, nobody realizes, blah, 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 you know, whatever. It was hilarious.
That's great.
Yeah, so that was good, amazing. It's definitely going to be, it's probably a buy at launch for me now.
Yeah.
Before it was like,
okay.
Rock Revolution.
Ooh. Not good?
Okay,
I thought it was going to be awesome.
Rock Revolution by Konami. It's the Rock Band / Guitar Hero on tour, World Tour.
Okay.
Competitor. The drum set, like hopefully I'll show the video of it.
Yeah.
The drum set looks like fucking Fisher Price, man.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of little like triangles.
Yeah, and the screen is just basically like guitar.
Why would a drum set look like a drum set?
Yeah,
why would you do that? And nobody's going for realism when they're playing these games. Nobody enjoys the feel of an actual drum set.
No, not at all.
Put it in the 80s, like ding, 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 ding.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the guitar and I'm like, that looks familiar.
Yeah. Were they using a Guitar Hero?
It said Gibson, and it looked like a Guitar Hero controller.
Guitar Hero 3, the wireless one.
Yeah.
Right?
But I don't know. Maybe they just I don't know.
They don't even have their own guitar.
But it's hilarious. The buttons are exactly the same. Yeah. Everything's the same. So basically, I was like looking at it. It's just like it's just garbage. You can't no vocals, and I don't even know if they have bass. They might have bass, but they only showed the guitar, one drum.
So what's the point of the game? Like, why come out with a game like here's a game? So it's not as good as Rock Band, but please buy it anyway.
Yeah, basically.
We're bringing nothing new to the table.
Nope.
You can't sing, and there's only 2 instruments at a time.
Yeah.
But please buy it out of pity, maybe.
Yeah, maybe pity. I think you're going for the pity boat, Konami, but you're not getting my money. Let's see. Next up, Ghostbusters. You're excited about this one, aren't you? So, I got to give you some bad news.
Uh-oh.
It's really scripted.
Okay.
So do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah, you're like moving moment to moment.
You're moving moment to moment, and the moments are kind of cool, but there's like nothing to replay. So basically, you're going, and the level that lets you play through is in the library. So you're going after the librarian who shushes you. Shh, remember that?
Yeah.
So you start out, and then you're going after also 2 Slimer-esque character, right? But you're going. Basically, you go there. All of a sudden, like one of the stations blows up, and then you follow, and they say something.
Yeah.
You go somewhere, something blows up. Follow. Go over here. Use your, your meter or something, EKG meter.
Yeah.
And use that and find something, and then something blasts out, and then you go something. And then when I'm actually playing and using my fucking gun and all that, it feels really bad. So basically, I was like going after a Slimer machine. So first you shoot it to kind of get it a little weak.
Yeah.
And then you use your containment ray
to pull it in.
and then you have to use like this other button to like slam it to the ground a few times to make it like tired. And then you throw out your trap. But all that stuff wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It didn't flow. You know.
And also, if you have to do a 17-step process to get ghosts over and over and over and over and over.
Well, other ones you just shoot it with your thing and they blow up.
Okay, so it's like the big
book
bosses
monster.
with
Yeah, it's the ones you got to capture. And no Venkman.
What?
I thought they got all the characters, but at least in the level I played, so there's Ernie Hudson.
Yeah.
There's Dan Aykroyd, and there's Egon. What's his name?
Fuck. He directs like a billion movies.
Yeah, Reiner? Not Rob Reiner.
No.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
So there's Egon, and then they kept on, and basically you're the fourth Ghostbuster.
Yeah.
And they're like, if Venkman was here, blah, blah, blah. You hear like these little things, and
What,
I'm like...
Bill Murray's too good to do this? He probably is
too good to be this.
But
I heard he was actually in the cast, so maybe he comes later. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is.
Harold Ramis.
Harold Ramis, very good.
That was going to kill me.
Good point for you,
Thank you, sir.
Good point.
Newbie for me?
Newbie for you.
Movie newbie? Oh, well, that's disappointing. That's sad.
So, I really want... You need Bill Murray in this game if you're going to do it. Hopefully he comes in later. But and it looks good. It looks really good. I mean, the thing is, but it's all scripted. I don't think it's going to be fun or replayable. So I'm going to rent...
I hate moment-to-moment games. I hate when it's just like, you just feel like there's like this line with dots on it. You're like, I'm here,
and that's exactly what it is.
Here.
You go there, you do something. You go there to do something. Everything's scripted, and it's a rental. For me. Okay, so last one.
Last up.
So how excited were you about Mirror's Edge?
Very. I like parkour. I love parkour videos.
I notice you do it all the way to work. All the time.
I'm just like running over things,
like your desk
on the hood of your car. I'm like running over it, and you're like, stop it!
You still owe me to fucking wax my car again. Goddammit.
Thought I weighed less than I did.
That's where the tent's from.
That's right.
But yeah, no, it's like parkour, and so like, what is about the game that you know so far?
So so what it looks like is there's kind of like this huge world, and there's a faintly red path that you're supposed to follow, and you're just kind of doing like free running. You're like running along poles, up walls, over buildings, jumping off shit, running up pipes. So they said you can play the whole game without firing a single shot, which is very interesting.
So, let me give you a little bit more background information. Number one, apparently, it's a dystopian future, and like everybody, blah blah blah, and like
what future isn't really?
That's true. Like what future is utopian? Right?
Yeah, everything's perfect. Game over.
There's nothing to do.
This is so boring. Why did we make this game?
That sounds like Animal Crossing for some reason.
Exactly. Like,
everything's perfect.
I made you a flower.
There you go.
Oh, thanks.
That's the world of Nintendo. But yeah, so it's that, and you have to use courier. So your whole point is to do that, and also find your sister or something like that. So that's the story of the game. Whatever.
Yeah.
But the whole point is you are Jade or something.
Yeah.
You're Asian, so I'm guessing it's Jade or.
Right? It's the Black Widow.
So you're the Black Widow.
You're the Black Widow of running.
Yeah. And you're basically doing all this stuff, and you have this kind of like runner vision, and that's what the whole red's about.
Okay.
You can actually turn it off if you don't like it. But a lot of time you see it in the distance, you got to figure out how to get there, so it's actually really useful. But yeah, you're doing it, you're jumping, you're doing all this stuff. And remember what we were worried about?
Was that it would be one button to run up buildings, like button.
So it's one button to whatchamacallit, to do like a move.
Okay.
So it's kind of like your hand move. So basically when you go up something, you kind of jump, you hit a button, right? A jump button. You do another one to kind of hang off something, you kind of hold down that button.
Yeah.
So it's kind of when you're letting go, that's the important time. It's the timing.
So you're really getting the flow. Like
yeah.
You're getting this like
so you're kind of going, and then you hit it like basically there's an up button and a down button. Yeah. Up button is to kind of hang on to stuff, to jump, to do all that stuff. Down is to like slide, to jump down. Yeah. That's the idea behind it, basically. There's these two buttons when you're running. And the thing is, it really works.
Like balance maybe on poles and stuff?
That is just by the stick.
Okay.
Right? So and the Wii, I think the PS3 you use this, which is cool, whatever. But I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like there's a timing element, but there's none of this other thing. It's like, oh wait.
Yeah.
So he showed me this two walls, right? And he says, okay, you can go up this way, which is kind of the slower way, and like you can do that, but you can also do this, boop, boop, boop. So you do is you run, you jump, you have to time it, and you have to angle it correctly. You jump, then you hit the B button to do a 180.
Like you turn on the wall,
and then you jump again, and then you hold it down to grab, or you can then do it again to jump up.
So it's kind of like we were talking about with Prince of Persia, where it's like you could just slug through the game.
Yeah.
You could just hold down the buttons and go through, or you can like finesse it. You can learn the skills, and you can just fucking dance.
And it's going to be important because there's a lot of timing-based ones. There's one level he showed me down. Basically, it's modeled after the Tokyo drainage system.
Oh,
you've seen the pictures, right? Where it's like crazy.
Yeah.
So basically, there's snipers.
Oh.
So and they're shooting at you. You can only take 2 hits, basically, and you die. So you have to like go through these areas really quickly, or they shoot you. So you have to actually find the quick ways and all this other stuff.
Sweet.
And the combat is awesome. Basically, the combat, you can run up to them, and you see their gun turn red from Rubber's vision. You hit this disarm position.
Yeah.
You run, and you can either shoot them or hit them or whatever. It's really good.
So it just feels great, right?
Yeah, and the reason why it's not combat heavy is like when you shoot, you can shoot somebody and kill somebody, but you can't do any of your runners. You can't do any parkour.
So when you're holding a gun, you're just
like running really slow. You can't jump.
That's great, though.
They force you to shoot and then drop it.
Drop the gun.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing is no HUD. No HUD whatsoever.
It's just you.
Just you
in the world.
So when you have a gun, you don't know how many rounds you have. It's however many they dropped it with.
Nice.
And when you keep on shooting when you're done, you're like, you throw
the gun.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I cannot wait. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, so this has everything going for it. It's got from what I heard, it's got the team that did the original Battlefield 2.
Okay.
So you know Battlefield 2 was
the one
like
that
really
you fucking
good.
loved.
I loved, right?
Yeah.
They went off to do Mirror's Edge, and then all these other fucking basically, I think the B teams, they went to make Battlefield 2142, all this other stuff, and it's just like, so.
All right, we do not have time for new releases. We gotta just say, we just gotta just list them.
Yeah, new releases. Soul Calibur 4.
Fighting game.
Rental?
Yeah, maybe rental.
Yeah.
Next one up, Geometry Wars 2. Your fucking
tomorrow, tonight, in 4 hours.
Yuzo's poopy pants.
Yeah,
that's going to be fucking sweet. American McGee's Grimm.
The only thing I want to say about this one is the fact that every day it's released is a weekly episode on GameTap, and if you get it on the day of its release, you can play it for free.
That's very cool.
So the 30th, which is already passed.
You have to be a GameTap member?
No, that's the thing. You just go and you can download.
Okay, so yeah, so you just keep an eye on this. If you're interested, go get it the day it comes out. It's free.
Yeah, we'll be talking about it because we'll probably play it.
Yeah, we'll play it.
Strong Bag's game, cool game for attractive people.
Can't for the life of us figure out what this game is about. If you look at trailers online, I still can't figure out what it's about.
Point and clicky.
Point and click.
Mini games.
I love Strong Bad, so I'll try it out. We can come back and review it.
Yes, and the last one is Wrath of the Lich King, which is it's in beta, and we got some keys.
We got some keys,
so
son. We're gonna go. We're like all the WoW fans are gonna be like, you guys are unqualified. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're like, that's true.
You're right.
Fair enough. But we're gonna play it anyway,
and we're gonna talk about
fuck you. How about that?
You're right. You haven't had your fuck you quotient yet.
No,
so
I haven't.
You filled it. Okay.
Gotta go. But what's cool about this is they bust out the Death. Was it Death Knight?
Death Knight.
Death
so
Knight.
I don't know anything about this class at all. All I know is that he's fucking badass.
Yeah.
He might play metal.
I think he does. I think that he has the horns attack. He throws the horns.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's just like fucking right in their eyes.
Right down there. There's the bite off that rat's head. Attack.
Yes, and you spray the rat's blood on people, and then there's the
dot.
There's the pout. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Rat's blood dot. And it's like And then there's the mullet attack where it actually comes out and it wraps them and holds them in place.
Right, yeah. No, that's like a really hard. I have the talent list. Yeah. You got to get a lot of points.
And then what's cool is once you hit level 60, you get to unlock a muscle car.
Okay, that I'm not sure.
You get to ride in a Camaro.
Camaro, yes, so you're important with flames,
the
right?
Death metal, like it says, like some death metal bands.
I think that's just a pet. That's a vanity pet.
The pet, that's right.
After a while,
it's not an epic mount. Fucking Camaro.
No, I would imagine it to be some like a unicorn or Pegasus with a Valkyrie on or something.
That's true.
But we have a source in Blizzard which is very kind
riding
to give
on Geddy
us
Lee's back. He's like ah. What?
But yeah, no. So we have a source. He's very kind enough to get us a hold of some things, and not only that, the NooBTooB army, they are badass. So we basically said we need European accounts because we don't play WoW.
Yes,
and they gave them to us.
They hooked us up. So all the Europeans that gave us their accounts,
we appreciate it.
We appreciate it.
We're done, by the way. So don't send us your account info,
but,
please.
Thank you very much for that. So we're going to use their accounts. We'll come back and give you guys a rundown.
That's right.
So, site news, son.
That's right.
First up is Ass Juice Theater.
Oh, another one, yeah.
With Wrath Unleashed. Shit, where'd you go? There it is.
Hello and welcome to Ass Juice Theater. Today's game, Wrath Unleashed, will be reviewed by a special guest. Kratos?
In Wrath Unleashed, you play one of 4 gods based on the traditional 4 elements of water, fire, wind, and earth. This LucasArts title was released in 2004 and is a turn-based strategy/fighting game. Wrath Unleashed is an ambitious attempt to combine battle chess with war gods. You move your pieces across a board, and when you attempt to take another piece, it breaks down into one-on-one combat. This game tries too hard to be all things to all people. In order to like this game, you not only have to like both strategy and fighting games, you have to like switching between the two with every move. The real juiciness of this game, though, comes with the load times. With every transition between the fighting game and the game board, you have to sit through a load screen. When it comes to load times, Heavenly Sword has nothing on this game. I give this game a thumbs down. Better yet, I give it 2 thumbs down. Yow.
Wow, he's getting better and better
like
every
a fucking
time.
pro. So what's cool about Ass Juice Theater is it's not just on our show.
No.
It is in the community channel, NooBTooB Army. If you go to NooBTooB Army on YouTube, boom, then that is also he's got, what is it, once a week?
It's once a week, yeah.
Once
So
a week.
we're premiering them on the show, and then eventually we'll go. We'll show all of them. But basically, if you want them every week, definitely go there and check it out.
Go get your fix.
This one's a good one. So we have yet another game. So it's almost inspired by Jar Jar Hunter.
Game of the year.
Game of the year.
Right.
Which I don't know. There's some competition now. So Bub4444 went and made Metal Gear Yow. Ooh. So it's pretty awesome. You play as either me, or Tobin, but one can jump and one can fire. I don't remember which one's which.
Yeah.
So you actually have to switch back and
swap.
forth. Yes, you have to keep on swapping. You're killing Jar Jars.
So it's like Schizoid, except a little bit better, right? So they kind of did the switching off smarter.
Absolutely. Not only that, he's already come out with a fucking sequel.
Metal Gear Yao 2.
So go check on the forums. They're all out there right now, and hopefully we'll have a link on the show notes.
Hopefully we'll have a link on the show notes. But yeah, go check out. We love these fucking community games, man. You guys are so awesome. So definitely, you guys play these games that people are coming out with. This is for you guys. It's free.
Absolutely. And then not only that, the bosses are hilarious.
Yeah.
So like I won. You have Kojima. Spoiler. So hold on.
Spoiler.
Kojima's head. It's fucking awesome.
That's awesome. His weapon is self-indulgence. It's like these Z's,
it's a very long cutscene that he throws at you until you stop playing.
You have to finish the game. Throws fanboys at you.
Here you go. Take this. I think he did throw fanboys at us. He's on his fucking big ass throne. He's like, minions, go attack NooBTooB.
I know. God, they're just like these minions coming out. It's like fag.
That's their battle yell.
Fag.
Oh, it's hilarious. But yeah, so there's that, and not only that, like we have such a creative community. We're having another episode of
the Gersman Project. So this is the ARG.
ARG/movie.
We talked about this last time. So the ARG/movie/community event is going on, and what's happening is Demi V-Man is pulling in other NooBTooB members. So we got Magenta in this one.
Yeah, HP's in it.
Locke in this one. Locke. So
everybody,
go and check this out. Participate in the forums and really try and figure out the ARG, because it's not just watching these movies. You can go and solve puzzles on the forums. This is an ongoing, interactive community event.
Absolutely.
So thanks for doing that.
So yeah, number 2 just came out. The NooBTooB Shoop. Thank you very much for MailToad for taking over for a little bit. And who's the winner this week?
This week, the winner was Army of Me with the Yao hand puppets. This one is so deserving.
It is.
It's one of those ones where it's like I saw it, I'm like, oh, that's probably going to win. So it's range with our heads on his fists. Which is genius.
Absolute genius. Yes.
So and then the pictures that he's been taking for the last couple weeks, he's been pulling off the high res.
Yeah.
The high res videos, so that the
he's
pictures
pulling
are
16 of them.
Yeah.
A lot.
Crazy high quality. So go participate in the shoops. They get funnier every week. I don't know how it happens.
I don't know.
At this point, there's like 10 inside jokes in every single picture.
Well, I was surprised because I was thinking like, okay, well, Clone Bone. How possibly could you get further than Clone Bone?
And they did it. They did what they call it, clone
double
bone?
Clone
double
bone.
Clone bone. That's
I don't like my own clone. It's a Tobin thing.
No, it's not. I don't like it either.
Tobin is the clone fucker. Not
I
me.
do not. Did that even come from something? Did I say?
No, it's just something like popped out of whatchamacallit. God damn it.
Oh.
Well, popped out of one of our Super's heads.
So it's not like I ever said anything on the air. He just
I love boning my clone.
I don't know. I would fuck me. Because I'm that awesome. I don't think I said that.
Yes, narcissism personified.
I may be egotistical, but I like women.
Yes. NooBTooB Member of the Week. Thank you very much, Ash Gooner, for setting this up every week. Guess who the winner is?
MailToad, because stepping up like a son of a bitch.
Oh, hell yeah. Because Celia has done an excellent job running the shoot every week, and MailToad said, I will keep up the level of quality.
Yep, absolutely. And he did. I mean, like, you could really let this drop. This is one of those things where it's hard to follow in Celia's footsteps, and he just stepped up like a champ.
That's right. So thank you very much. You rule, and vote for the next week's, please.
Yeah. So this is cool. So okay, go ahead. You
okay, yeah. So basically, so we're going to have new shirts. Okay, so hopefully by the time you see this, we're going to have probably. I'm guessing Zazzle because that'll probably be easiest.
Yeah.
We'll just have the shirts. Sorry about it. We're looking.
We've got like 3 or 4 sites. We're going to look at it by this weekend. We're going to pick out the official final site. We're going to just drop a very simple NooBTooB logo on there, so you guys can get your T-shirts by the time of PAX.
Yes, because that's important. Because by PAX, we're hoping that we'll have about 50,000 people with
about that. We're
that.
Thinking like to the nearest 50,000.
Yeah, plus or minus 49,950. So that's what we're hoping for.
So we're going to put these shirts up with no profit to ourselves. It's not like we're not trying to make money. What we're trying to do is get the shirts out there to as many people as possible.
Absolutely.
So at PAX, there's a fucking army of NooBTubers wandering around the shirts, and you can see other people, and you can just be like, if you don't know anybody there, you walk up, you see somebody with a shirt, you're like, boom, hey, what's up?
By the way.
You
know what we should do? We should probably get some like flyers or something like that and just hand them out to people so they hand out to other people too.
Yeah, yes. Flyers, get some stickers, fucking Kickle Bling.
Street team.
Going
to be awesome.
Glorious!
But we already have somebody, so I think I want to start. Now, once we have the shirt, I want to do another feature where we actually show people with their shirts.
Yes.
Because people have been doing it, and like, this is a good way to kick it off.
Who's kicking it off like a champ?
Holy shit!
Flesh Flake! So, here we go. Picture of Flesh Flake. Boom. What up?
What up?
Skydiving.
Is that your face there?
Yes.
I think it is.
Yes. So he fucking he threw up. He wore a NooBTooB shirt while skydiving. Just got a perfect shot.
Perfect. He's like this. It's amazing. So we're going to be doing that hopefully every week. We'll get new picks and new shirts.
Hell yeah. So.
Woo! Each week we feature audio and video voicemails on the show. If you have a burning question, request, or funny story, please send one in.
Yes, you can contact us toll-free at 888-233-8480 or send your audio or video file.
Video would be nice.
To feedback@NooBTooB.com.
Yes.
Also send us video response on YouTube.
How many times have we done this?
I don't know.
Yes, video questions are
preferred.
No! All right, so video questions are preferred, but all questions should be under 60 seconds. We got a couple that didn't, so they can't be played.
That's
if you want to get played on the show. Yeah, sorry.
And
they're good questions.
Yes, so if we don't play your question, it's not because it's not good. Some of you guys ramble on for like a minute and a half. Seriously, we just delete it. Because the show's 60 minutes. We got a limited amount of time.
Sorry.
And don't forget the yow.
Yow.
First up, Mario 54671.
Wow.
With incredibly dangerous behavior that we want to encourage.
Don't try this at home.
I want to encourage. Yuzo is being responsible. So here we go.
Hey NooBTooB, this is Mario 54671. Now there was that one other guy that put his Gears of War game in the microwave. That was a disc. Let's see what happens if you put a cartridge. Don't worry guys, it's broken. The game's broken. It doesn't work. So what happens if we put that in the microwave? Let's see. Alright then, so here we go. I'm sorry. Whatever, you suck. You and your 7 sequels. 30 seconds, see what happens. It's hilarious. Whoa! Oh man, that scared me. I'm afraid to touch that thing. I'm afraid it was like gonna... Never put a cartridge in the microwave. It'll catch on fire, as you can see.
Wow. So you didn't even like put it on a paper plate?
No, it's just like
fuck it.
I'll put it on the carousel. You know the thing is like, you know what pisses me off? You didn't even have to beat BioShock to get that to happen.
I know. That was a free one.
Man.
So I would like to say that one thing that disappointed me about that video.
Yeah.
No punching at the end.
That's true. We need
Mario,
more punching. Come on.
We want the fucking serious.
Some sort of just random. Yes.
So we forgot a little feature here.
Yeah.
Speaking of blowing shit up and burning shit.
Have you started doing something?
I have. So
really?
I accepted. I officially accepted the BioShock challenge.
Yes.
And I've been keeping up my end of the bargain.
So, but I don't know if other people have yet. I mean, are people starting? Have they made their appointments with their barbers?
Yes. I want you to go out and buy clippers from Target.
Yep.
I want you to go out and get
crappy
explosives.
Webcam explosives
for your. I want you to get lighter fluid.
Yes.
Because you guys promised me burning cell phones, intercoolers,
pubes. No, wait.
Hold on a second. And then there's at least 3 and maybe more people that are going to shave their heads.
Yes.
So you guys, I am playing this. Get your shit ready.
Don't forget the tattoo.
And the tattoo from Retaliation. So seriously, we're making a list of all the things that you guys owe me because this shit is happening.
Yes.
So here, real quick, is a little featurette that I made. So this is a featurette I would like to call "I'm Not Lying, I'm Actually Playing BioShock." Here you go.
Oh no, what is that? It looks like a little sister crying over her big daddy. Yes, I am playing BioShock. But should I rescue her? Or should I kill her? Woo! Alright, we'll go for rescue. Yes! Alright, kids.
Even in the gathering dark, you light the candle. You have saved the
I am playing BioShock, and you all need to burn and melt things and shave your heads for me.
So yes,
that was awesome.
I'm not a goddamn liar. I am playing BioShock, and
you have achievements on your game. Wait,
I do. I was going to say, sad to say, I'm actually going for the save all the.
Oh, you whatever.
I'm achievement whore. I can't help it. If you save all of them, you get 100 points.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm loving the game. I'm fucking digging it.
Wait, what?
I told you I liked it in the first place. I just never went back to it.
Oh, well, now you have a good reason. That's awesome.
I do.
How far are you right now?
So I just reinvigorated all the forest. Like I went and I found.
So the garden of whatever.
The garden. Yeah, like you found the formula and you pump it back in. And
yeah. You're that far.
And then everybody dies, and then
yes.
Eve comes back.
Yes.
So
okay,
cool. That is fucking exciting. go do your Bioshock things. Even if you don't send in the video yet, just like do your shit so that you're ready, because we want to get this shit together. It's going to happen. I'm going to beat it.
And ideally what will happen is like you'll finish it, and then we'll have all the videos saved up, and then we'll just play them all. So thank you very much. And next up we have Jennifer.
Jennifer
down under.
Yes.
Okay, guys, this is Jennifer, hailing you from Australia, and I'm calling to ask you for help with a problem I have. You see, I'm angry. Very, very angry. The problem is, all the games, they come out in the US and Japan and everywhere else months before they come out in Australia. So everybody else has mastered the game before I ever even get to touch it. It's unfair. I want Yuzo and Tobin to go in and bash some skulls to help me so I can play games while everyone else does. Thanks. Yow.
What? I think that's going to happen to you if you don't finish Bioshock.
That's what, like, I don't know if you guys can see that. It went by really fast. She didn't leave it up very long, but she said if I don't beat Bioshock, she's apparently going to come and beat me up with a big fuck you sword.
That's right. So I don't know if we should actually do what she said now. She said we should bash some heads.
That's true. You know, you're asking us for a favor to come down and beat up Australia.
Yeah, threatens don't work. Hair.
But then she's like, oh, and also I'm going to cut your shit up with a fucking sword. Shame on you.
I don't know. If you offered your hair, perhaps.
Yes! Shave your head for me, Jennifer.
Please.
Shave your head. And not your pubes because you look very young.
Yes.
Okay, next up is Reaper 2007.
Hey guys, this is Reaper 2007 from the forums. This is a two-part message. The first part is about, I don't know, I guess it'd be 11 months ago now, back when you guys had just gotten back from PAX. You kept talking about this game that you had played in this retro area of PAX, and I remember it from my childhood, and I had to go back into my archives to find it. And, yeah, it's the Kickle Cubicle. This is the original NES cartridge. Unfortunately, I don't have the box for it. That would be even more epic, but this is all that I got, and maybe Iceman can beat this one. The second part is, you guys always talk about playing a lot of video games at your work and having big Rock Band tournaments. I've always been curious, where do you guys work? What do you do? Anyway, this is Reaper 2007. Yow.
Dude, Kickle Cubicle.
Have you found a brass thing yet for?
So I want to go to Home Depot and grab, like, I was even thinking about getting like
you don't
plastic chain and then spray painting it silver.
That's
or something.
That's no, it's got to be gold, man.
Gold. You're right.
Or platinum.
What colors? Isn't that silver, basically?
Close enough.
Sure. Yes, I mean, like,
That's a great idea, plastic.
Kickle, we still haven't figured out the mechanics of this, but we have to have a NooBTooB Kickle-a-thon. Like,
well, I'm hoping they're going to have the retro room that they had before. Because remember, they had basically the retro club, and they brought in, like, a bunch. But the thing is, like, that room was really small.
It was small.
And they have a bring-your-own-console room.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping somebody local or somebody that can smuggle, like, something with a cartridge.
Right, so we need to check on the forums and see if somebody will promise to bring a NES. Like, we need somebody to show up with their NES that maybe lives in the area that can show up.
Yeah, there's got to be a bunch of
people. We will mob that shit. We will all show up. We'll all take turns. The cool thing about Kickle is there's like a million levels.
At least.
So every time we switch levels, somebody else gets to play. So we'll all just be there like fucking talking shit and cheering each other on, and we'll beat
Probably
Kickle.
Start at like 10 and go to about 4 in the morning.
All the way
it's going to
through.
be awesome.
All the way through, and then we'll go to the bar afterwards.
Yes.
So, yes, Kickle.
Yes, Kickle.
Next up is Charred Ewok. Here we go.
Hey, NooBTooB, it's Charred Ewok from the forums. And I know you guys aren't much of PC gamers, but I just heard that Games for Windows Live is now free, which is great because I don't think anyone actually likes paying to play Halo 2 on their computer. Anyway, so what do you think about this? Do you think that maybe Microsoft is saying we don't have to charge for service anymore, and maybe we'll soon see Xbox Live for free? Or is this just like a mistake that they realized and now they're, making it free for PC gamers? Anyway, rock on. Yow.
That's a really interesting question.
It is.
But here's my thing, right? Number one, how many people do you know that paid for Live on Windows?
Nobody.
So I don't think they're losing any money for turning that
but why
free.
would they bother making? I mean, like, do you think that they just weren't getting enough adoption and they wanted to get more people playing online? Because it's really a glaring.
It's a system.
It's a glaring thing, though. Like,
what do you mean?
To charge for it on a console and not on a PC?
Well,
it's weird.
No, it's only weird because for the PC you don't get that much else, right?
Yeah.
Because in the PC you get achievements, fine, you get this kind of like you've seen it. Have you played it on the PC?
No.
Okay, so for Windows Live you actually get like a dashboard.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah, but you don't get like the marketplace. You don't get like trials. You don't have this whole other system.
There's not like the whole demo framework and stuff. They don't really do. Oh, okay. So
you see what I mean?
That makes sense. So it's not the same product.
No, it isn't. It's absolutely entirely different.
Charging people money to play together online, which is
or play against other 360 people because even
kind of bullshit.
Yeah, it is, and that's the thing. I mean, I think they finally realized that everybody said that it was bullshit, and they stopped charging for it, which is the right thing to do.
Okay, that makes sense because then what happens is on the 360, what you're paying for is the Netflix streaming.
Yes,
you're paying
the
for
new
that
dashboard,
badass marketplace, the dashboard,
all the voice chat functionality that you have, all the messaging, the everything like that.
That's true.
So, given all that, like the way I see it right now, if you look at the difference between the other two consoles who don't charge, and you look at Xbox Live, there is value there. Is it $50 a year? I'm not sure, but there's more than free.
Yes, absolutely. That's true because I mean, like Xbox hands down is winning the online marketplace.
Absolutely.
Like Sony's working on it. They're coming up.
They're getting there.
Nintendo's
like saying, "Fuck you, who cares? You're making enough money."
Nintendo's just like, I can't hear you, money. What? Hookers, go talk to them. I'm busy. Blah.
Rubbing the money over their junk.
Nintendo could give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't care. And Sony really wants to try, but they're having a hard time at it with home and all that.
I mean, they're coming with some shit, but what they're going to need is not just home.
Yeah.
They're going to need to basically take all the code for their online marketplace
Yeah.
and throw it away and start completely from scratch.
Why?
Because there is nothing worse than Sony's marketplace. I hate it.
Oh, but if you put it into home, maybe it's different, right? I mean, maybe they are doing that.
But,
the Sony marketplace is pretty
it can't
shitty.
be anything like what it is now. It can't even resemble.
It was a lot worse before, though. Did you see it before?
It was
pretty bad. So it's better, but still shitty.
It's still awful.
But the thing is, just like I see all this stuff and all that. It's just like, okay, well, at some point, you are paying, monthly for a service, and it's just like, why not? Why not? For the most part, it kind of like goes with it. But it'd be nice if it was free.
And they love that money, man.
Dude, Xbox, how many? Like 20 million, 30 million people?
$60 a year.
They're not going to give it. They're not going to turn that faucet off.
They'll never turn that off. That's almost $1 billion. Wow. So I mean, they're not ever going to give that up. That's free money. Next up is Lucian with some news that we didn't know about.
Oh yeah.
This is Lucian. I was looking on Wikipedia, and apparently in Japan there's going to be a live-action Professor Layton movie. Just thought you'd like to know that. Yow.
Wow.
What? Okay, part of me was just like, that's awesome because Professor Layton is awesome, but
what are they going to do? Are they going to have like puzzles within the movie? Are they going to be solving?
The fun of Professor Layton is like you're playing puzzles.
I know.
I don't.
Well, maybe they just make it a mystery and then just follow the story. But they got to incorporate puzzles. They have to.
That'd be really interesting if like they would show kind of puzzles on the screen and then like they kind of wait a little bit and the audience is like.
Oh, it'll be just like remember back when we were watching like what is it like not Nickelodeon. There were a couple of shows like Bloodhound Gang, like some of the other stuff. Where all of a sudden it's just like here's all the clues. Who's the murderer? And at the end they release it. It's like Encyclopedia Brown, but in.
They should do it like they did with like America's Funniest Home Videos, where in the movie theaters you get little handheld pads, and then like this answer A, B, C, or D, and you're like bing, and it's like the audience is fucking retarded. 10% of you got this right.
I don't even know what they can do because they can have like the professor like kneeling down and putting matchsticks together, or drawing a map saying this guy needs to go over here.
It just doesn't. It doesn't really work.
Well, who would you put as the professor? I mean, if it was going to be like a Hollywood movie, Johnny Depp.
Oh, you're thinking younger then. You're not thinking like an older professor.
He doesn't look that old. I mean, he's just a dot in the face, but he looks kind of old to me.
That's true. That's true. I mean, he does chain smoke hand-rolled cigarettes.
That's true, yes.
Because I was thinking more of Ian McKellen.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like kind of like a...
Yeah, no, that's good. I like that.
Because it could work. It could work.
As the boy.
I kind of like... who was the guy that died? The guy... oh, fuck. He was in Superman.
Oh, wait.
The original Superman, he was like the dad.
Oh, Marlon Brando?
I'm thinking of the wrong guy. Never mind. It was a British guy. Peter O'Toole.
Oh,
he died.
yeah.
He would have been fucking awesome for that. Peter O'Toole like basically was Professor Layton.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. But
he's dead.
For the kid.
kid.
Nah, I don't know. Whatever.
I don't know.
Okay.
Not gaming.
Not gaming.
We're done.
We're done.
No time. Sorry, Phil. We had you lined up and you're not getting in.
No, it's about Cammy Dunaway. Whatever.
She's annoying.
She's really annoying.
Okay.
All right, that's our show for the week. Please check out our website at NooBTooB.com and participate in our forums by clicking on the community tab at the top of the page.
Hell yeah. If you're watching this video on YouTube, there's a subscription button right over here. It is orange, and click it. Also rate this video with 5 stars right here on my balls. That's all for this episode. I'm Tobin and
I'm Yuzo. What's now? Audio engineering is done by Range Fanboy Hunter Strunk. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
We're out.
See ya.
Yeah, let's do it.
Do the Yuzo. That's what they
yeah.
say. Oh God. All right. Ready, sir?
Yep.
103, July 29th.